Hi, welcome. I'm Priscilla Batzell. This is Expressionist Fluid Art Studio Gallery's demonstrations and tutorials. Let's have some fun. Put a little bit of wet black paint around the edge of my canvas. And I'm going to put a little more in odd places. And then I'm going to use puddles of Amsterdam with Floetrol in a thick batch. I do kind of want that to the edge. And then I want to swipe. I didn't use enough paint. Might as well put one in the middle too. And I shouldn't worry about anything because this is so outside of the box, it does not matter. We'll be touching up something some point, that's almost for certain. Looks like I'm trying to make a cow. So I want to put white down so that my colors, like my Rhapsody Rose that I love so much, will show up when I swipe. And I probably should have picked my colors in advance, and I probably should have checked my tips to see what was open also. But this is mostly art therapy right now. Let's do one little more. This is my small OXO omelet turning flip and fold spatula. I just wanted the opportunity to have some black show through if it was going to work out that way, and I'm not sure what's going to work out what way, to be honest with you. But I am sure that I'm as done with this as I need to be before I want to let any paint dry it. I'm going to throw it on, dry on it. I'm going to throw it right into the bucket. I have others. So let me do what I said I was going to do first. Now it's really thick because it's been a very long time since I did anything, so I think I'm going to spread it out a little bit. And then wipe my spatula off. And dry it since my studio sponge is coated with, it looks like there's stuff in there. There probably is. Let me see if I can get some of that out. Well, that's questionable. I can get the big pieces out. It is what it is. It'll have extra texture. So let's just grab colors we like. Orange Crush. I'm sure I have some other white around here somewhere. I can, you know what? I could probably cheat and use some of my white metallic. This is the tangerine I like. Feels like it's almost closed. Wow, that was a lot more than I anticipated. This is the Rhapsody Rose I was talking about. Periwinkle is calling me, so I'm going to use some of that too. And I think I'm going to do exactly what I said and switch out the Amsterdam for the white metallic. But I need another color in front. I think the Miami Magenta is going to do perfectly. And then I will use my Cobalt Turquoise. I think this one will work. I've been using my stainless steel spatulas for a while. Maybe I want a little bit more. I shouldn't have put the top back on that. Nothing ventured, nothing gained. Okay, here goes nothing. That's not a bad start, although I do have something I really don't want down there, which is that pool of pink, which I'm now going to move my silicone brush, which I was not anticipating, but if it's going to work, I'm not going to complain. Those are great colors. Let's see if I can move fast enough to keep paint from drying on tools. I'm hearing the call to purple, and I want to use that same spatula again. And purple is all kinds of colors. Let's just keep going, and let's go from the opposite direction. I'm going to wind up buying some more of that. And let's start with the Rhapsody Rose because it's a beautiful color. Probably shouldn't have started with it. Let's do the red violet. If it's open, it can be made open. Take off the top. There's bound to be a lump in there somewhere. I'm hearing the call to the frozen, but I think I'm going to skip ahead to the perfect indigo. And I am going to try if I can lay my hands on the, yes I can, the Royal Sapphire. I want something light colored in there. What's it going to be? You know what? It might be crazy. I might regret this. This is triple sec. That might be totally off the wall, or it might be amazing. I'm going to use the Dancing Fuchsia Cell Activator. Although what I'm feeling like is I should probably use something else. Just going to use up my Skridlins. So I feel like grabbing my silicone brush and using all the rest of that color. I'm getting kind of used to having these around and I like them. I will, if I don't include a link and sometimes I forget, just ask me. Okay, before I go any further, can I pick it up? I'm going to have painty fingers. Come on, let go. There we go. I'm hearing the call to orange, but I'm seeing things move that I like the look of. I'm going to have paint on my... Never mind. I'm just going to go for it. And I'm going to stay with this new plan. Try and be less is more. Let's use some gold this time. Decor 24 karat gold. Similar Floetrol and GAC 800 in there. I'm hearing the call to orange, orange, lots of orange. I'm going to start with Saffron. I'm not 100% sure about that triple sec, but it is interesting. And I think there might be some I want to pick up. Oh, I'm not objecting too much to that black background. My orange crush is almost closed. And I'm going to use the yellow orange. And I've just heard the call to pink carnation. But I need to lay my hands on it. There, that wasn't hard. This one needs a shake. I think I need a longer, do I? I want some jasmine too. A longer spatula, I was going to say. For some reason I'm being called to Oriental blue, which might make green with that yellow. Now, is this long enough? No, the next size up is going to be the one to use. And is it going to be black? I think I'm going to use black. Helps if you open the bottle though. This is Australian Floetrol and I believe Atelier black. I might wind up pouring some of this away, depending on what happens next. I've got lots of this color. That I am unwilling to wipe away, but I am willing to at least clean my tool off. That's pretty neat. Maybe I want to take a straw to that and see if I can break some more cells out. Maybe it was too heavy. That is kind of cool. Looks like something that's asking for a skewer right here to me. A couple little tendrils turned into spirals. Good thing I use GAC 800 by Golden. It's also a good thing I noticed that there's room to fill up. You probably can't see that. I don't see a lot of gold in there, so I think I'll be careful about wasting that. And I want some black right now in this gap. And I think I can get away with using one of my little acetate tools. To fill in that space. The round edge makes it ideal. I have others without round edges, but this one is ideal. If not a little crusty from past uses. I might want to throw that right in the bucket right after I wipe it off on the canvas. Okay, it's time again. I'm hearing the call to blue this time. That is a paint chip. That is a paint chip that does not want to come up. Okay, I'm hearing blue velvet, indigo violet. Oh, and it's closed. Please don't be closed. I got it open. Ha! I think I'm going to start with some periwinkle. Then the blue violet. That's a lot. I've got some Egyptian blue. And I wanted, was it red violet? I got blue flame. I think blue flame is going to come and play. Oh, it was actually Whispering Wisteria that I wanted. I still want something more red. I've got some marooned. That might be a good idea. I'm going to go for the... Oh, that's perfect. That's the Rhapsody Rose. Just because I mixed it up earlier, I'm going to throw a little bit of marooned in there. Because of that, I might use the white cell activator this time. Although the turquoise is definitely calling me, but I've got turquoise here, so... And I want the longer spatula. Should have cleaned off the shorter one. I said turquoise, no. I gotta mix up some more purple. I keep reaching for the white and I switch my mind to the turquoise. I'm going for the white. I could throw some Dancing Fuchsia in there if it's open. Just because I can. Alright, here goes nothing. I think the last spot is going to be similar to the left-hand side, and I'm not even 100% sure it's going to be the last spot. But I am going to continue my new tradition of removing paint. And where will I put it? Down on my silicone mat. Wipe off my tool. And use a paper towel to get the rest of the water off there. Alright, so far so good. So I ran out of time, but I'm not done. And I want to use a little more black in a couple of places. Like right there. Use another acetate tool. Which, when it's a small space like this, is probably a lot easier than a spatula. I like that paint there. I don't really want to get rid of it, but it's also kind of a puddle, so it probably won't stay. I'm thinking light and bright over here. And maybe do the short. I'm going to use the yellow-orange. I wonder if I've got a lighter yellow. I must have one. The tangerine is still open, yay! I can't seem to use yellow and orange without wanting some dancing fuchsia. Or maybe I'll succumb to the ginger flower. Kind of wish I'd gone up from here down instead of in. Now that wasn't supposed to close up. I'm going to have to do a serious job of cleaning out this orange crush. I'll leave that where I can't help but notice that it needs to be dealt with. This is ginger flower. Being called to something. I think it's going to have to be Groovy Guava. Don't ask me why. Thinking the turquoise is coming back. Also want to move that down. I really want some of that to go into that void, and I'm thinking before I ever swipe, maybe I can do that by blowing on it with a straw. That's not really big enough. Got to go back for the big one, which I did actually wipe off. Yay me. Okay, I'm going for the turquoise, cobalt turquoise, and the dancing fuchsia. I try and not make them even, but they don't. Even if they come out striped when you first do it, they don't stay that way. I'm being called to add a little bit of black. I shouldn't be so haphazard holding my tool right over the painting. So this silicone brush is going to come in handy again, because I'm going to take all the paint right off it. Not sure. I like the black. The voids are okay with me. I like them. I think these things are going to go right into the bucket immediately. And we won't know what anything's going to what's going to happen with anything until tomorrow, because there's plenty of heavy stuff. I think I can afford to blow around in the heavy area though. Maybe a little white? Yeah, let's try a little bit of white. Cell activator. And dancing fuchsia. I've done that before. I like the result. Now I could use a small acetate tool again if I wanted to, or any number of things. I'm going to try and find a skewer with a paintball on the end, even if it's small. I'm sure there's plenty of them here somewhere. I got one. Had a couple spirals. This is a weird little thing in here. I think that's the residual of the first Amsterdam paint. Some of the spirals won't show, but a lot of them will. So in between the first part and the second part, I added a little blob of black here and blew it into place and made a spiral. If you start your spiral, you can always finish with a twist. I'm not sure about that yet at all. I want to do something with it. I'm not sure what. I'm going to dirty all my little acetate tools trying to figure it out. Maybe I'll blow on it first. I just put that straw down. I have another. Let's tip. I need something in there. Oh, I'm losing my paint over the end. Well, I like so much about this, I guess I'm just going to learn to live with it. Or do something like maybe take a chance on the red-orange. You know what? Better than that, let's go for the turquoise. Cobalt, Atelier Cobalt Turquoise. Did I leave one of my little tools out? I did. If I ever forget a link, if I talk about a tool and I forget a link, just ask me. I'm happy to help you out. I've got all my links so I can give them to you if you're interested. And I'm going to quick torch, and then we're going to call it good for now. And stay tuned to the end, because in general I try and include a dry picture whenever possible. Oh, it turned into a little heart. That turned into a little spiral. I don't know if that was a good idea or not. Probably messing when I should be torching. I always wanted to do one of these in stages. Thank you for being here. Thank you for the compliments that keep my morale boosted. Thank you for the donations that help keep me painting. Please give me a thumbs up. Thank you for sharing my videos. I really appreciate you guys being here. If you watch longer or watch some of the commercials or make a comment, those things are all super helpful to me. My creative playlists are on my YouTube channel. And if you go to my YouTube channel banner, you'll find the PayPal icon. Pinterest, Instagram, Twitter links on my link tree. My community board will show you tomorrow's videos. If you have questions or you want the paint pouring recipe, ask me questions. It will. The paint pouring recipe is below Show More. When you click Show More, you're going to find my email address. Thank you for everything. Shop my Amazon link, please. You can buy anything you want from there. And my 2 books are there, Because I Can and Unlimited Possibilities, Volumes 1 and 2. Thank you again for being here. I love you guys dearly. You inspire the heck out of me. Bye for now. Priscilla out.